Welcome back. Boom. With Kyle and Pickle and Adrian and Zachary. NDL Weekly. Bro, that was at least like Mahomes didn't go down. At least like Allen didn't go down. Hurts didn't go down, but
don't jinx it. Yeah, where's the wood?
It's running backs this year. This is the year of the running back.
Where's Aaron Rodgers?
Derrick Henry's going to be RB1.
Right, Rodgers.
Derrick Henry could do it.
Well, I don't own any shares of Derrick Henry, so there's a good chance he survives.
Yeah,
quiet.
That checks out.
You know what is nice though? We do have a bunch of good running backs, and at least in fantasy, we can trade for some stopgap guys. But damn, Chubb looked really, really good. And I know it sucks when you trade for a player like Zach did, like I've done. Oh, and then he goes out.
I lost in 32 because of that injury to Ash.
That hurts. And you were winning though. You were on your way.
I was winning. All Chubb had to do was outscore Olave on the night, and I won the game. I was up by 3. Yeah, and he was on the goal line, gonna score a touchdown.
Yeah. At least you didn't trade Dobbins for JT, and then Dobbins goes down like happened to Adrian. Right?
Yes.
And I've had those too. And you know what, bro? I totally forgot about that situation until like this morning. I thought of it for some weird reason. And you just manned up, bro. You didn't say anything. You didn't curse the fantasy gods. I didn't even remember. And I don't look at JV too much, but because I have only picks. I decided I want no players. I have no. What did you think about that trade that I just did with Joe? It was basically a first for Olave and Ford. I mean, not Olave.
Olave. I was gonna say I didn't see him.
Yeah, no, sorry, my bad. I switched away Ford and Jameson Williams for a first.
I think it was cheap for Joe.
Yep. I think I think I just I'm in a position in this league specifically that I'll re-roll the dice on Jameson Williams basically. Yeah. I'll just because I don't know if I'm even 1 year away. I'm probably 2 years away in JV now. But you think that was cheap? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just happy to have only one guy in IR because last year I think I had 7 guys on IR. It was terrible.
Yeah, it's been sucky, but it hasn't been the worst. How you living, Pickle?
Good.
Yeah, what are you thinking about?
I just got a trade sent to my inbox. I've been working on it.
Is it tasty?
Yeah, it is.
Sure.
Do you want to not talk about it because they might see this, or is it different?
I think I'm gonna accept it. I think I have to. We talked about it a little bit already.
Okay, slow down.
We talked about it already, and I should have accepted it earlier.
Don't interfere with this trade.
And now it's going to cost me. It's going to cost me a little bit more.
This one is sexy. Let's see what Kyle thinks of it. Tell Kyle.
Would you rather have Kyren Williams, Puka Nacua, and a 24 second, or 2 24 firsts and a 25 first?
What the?
I would say the first.
Right?
No, I screwed up because I had this in my inbox where I didn't even have to give up the second, and I didn't accept it because I was like, maybe
doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. I'm gonna accept this. I was like, maybe I can trade both of these guys and get my first round pick back. I don't have my first round for next year, and I'm tanking. Well, not tanking, but if I trade these guys, like I'm eliminating most people that can get me points.
I was ready to say the Puka side for sure, and then you put out 3 first.
But they're all gonna be like 110 to 114 probably.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
All three of them will be that.
So it's what league?
It's GA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Kyle's familiar.
So it's to Renee. She's trading me her first, the Chargers first. So I think that's Tony.
It is Tony. He's got a good team from what I remember.
Yep. and then her first for 2025 as well.
I
for
mean,
Puka,
I would
Kyron.
take it, but I would think
selling
long and
high.
hard about keeping Puka.
Yeah,
That's
well,
why
that's
Well, you can't
trades done.
take it and
Yeah.
keep Puka.
No, that's
Right.
what I'm saying is I would probably take it, but I would be thinking a long time on just keeping
And
him.
that's why you don't get trades done. That's why other people slip in and
to
And look
me.
what-
I thought I
look
could
what-
get her back. I should have accepted it. I never accepted it when it
I
first came in.
mean-
I thought maybe I was missing something. I was like, maybe Puka is like. I mean, I watched him play against the Niners. I was like, I don't know. He gets a lot of targets, but it's not like he's got game-breaking speed. It's more like he just runs 10 yards, turns around, and catches it.
You don't
And
have
when
to have
Cup
game
comes
breaking
back-
speed
No,
to
I
be
know.
a top wide receiver.
I know, but I'm just like, I'm like, I don't know. This guy does not strike me as like a wide receiver one.
Okay, listen, real quick. No one's watching yet. Okay, sometimes Renee does sometimes watch live. So let's get this out real quick.
I think
Let's-
I got to accept it right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think so because it's getting worse as the days go by. The second wasn't in there.
Yeah.
But here's the thing we
my
have to look
second.
at, and it speaks to you actually accepting it. This gentleman, Puka, was a 5th round day 3 prospect that
No draft capital.
It's a fun prospect, but we didn't think anything about him. He was
Marcus
going in the
Colston
3rd
was a
or 4th.
7th round pick.
I don't even know who that is. So
Marcus
can't-
Colston?
Whoa.
Wow.
Are you kidding
So-
me? Did you just start watching football like last year, 2 years ago?
pretty much.
Well, Kyron Williams. Hey, Kyron Williams is what's his draft capital?
No, he was a
Anyone?
5th round. He was 5th round. He was
Both of them are fifth.
164 overall.
yeah.
These guys should be nothing for fantasy.
So
They
this
should
is the counter argument to not accepting it right this second. Kyron Williams
like-
is the
Just
running
kidding.
back. You already accepted it?
No, I haven't.
No.
Kyron Williams is the running back 1 for
Mhm.
sure. Like Cam Akers is
doubt.
out. There's no competition whatsoever.
And they
Puka,
have no pick or capital to get anyone else.
Puka's the obvious one without Cooper Kupp, which means that there's a really high chance that he stays like wide receiver 2 and gets
And
volume.
Matt Stafford looks great
He
right
looks
now.
so
Yes, he
good.
does. The
He looks so
Rams
good.
are
Mhm.
going to be very good this season.
Except for the fact that they lost this weekend, but
But it was the 49ers. Like
who doesn't
everyone
matter?
thought that was going to be a
Blowout.
What-
one-sided, lopsided game.
Adrian,
Yes.
what do you do? What do you do? That's in your inbox.
I take the first.
I wouldn't
I-
think about it. I would slam accept before looking at the firsts.
Yeah.
Hey, and look at Renee right now. She
It's
has
just-
no problem rebuilding or whatever the F she's doing in JB without her 1st round draft pick. So that 25 first, hell, the 24 first could very well, the wheels could fall off and it could be a 106, and then that 106 should be a light years better prospect than Puka. Puka just might be the Amon-Ra type player, the day 3 guy that knocked our socks off and we fell in love.
The other thing I'll say is I did like him in the pre-draft process.
You like some weird
I love
people
some
that,
weird
that
players.
you do. If no one gets in Kyle's DMs, it feels like I've been in, personal chat with you for a long time, for many years.
Yeah.
And we have some good conversations. It's really fun. You're funny as fuck. But you definitely will dig your heels in to players that I'm not up on game on. I don't know them. They're deeper guys. And then do you watch college?
I don't watch college, but I'm starting to watch college now, but I do a ton of prep work before the draft for every year.
Except for in GA. Is that the deal?
No, it's the same players. It's just that GA GA's a long
I
story.
was
I
kidding.
did a gamble on J.K. Dobbins and it didn't work out last year, and it obviously didn't work out this year. I
Yeah.
hope JSN
Well,
good
he
for
was
a-
a good
It
player.
looked good for a game.
Mhm.
I'm upset. It was his
All
blow up
the
game.
analysts.
So
Yeah.
So
I'm with you. So I was high on JK when he came out. I drafted him. I sat on him for the first year. And then when Jason sent me an offer last year.
JK.
Yeah, Jason K sent me an offer last year. I couldn't hit accept fast enough. I was done with him. Then I drafted him and Superflex 2 this year.
I was missed
Oh,
about
did
that, by
you?
the way.
Dang it.
I actually, it
didn't
bugged out.
notice.
I was supposed to outbid you on that.
I think I got him for $8,
6.
6, something like that. I mean, it
Oh,
was cheap,
that
so I'm
is
like, oh,
so
you know what?
sexy.
It's not bad.
I'll take a chance on him. But I've lost JK, JT, Chubb, Demont is probably gonna be back, but he got hurt.
He'll come back,
Eckler, all of
You
these
have-
guys
you
Is
have
it
been
across all
hurt.
your leagues or just SF2?
That's all my across
Okay,
all my
okay.
leagues.
All right.
You don't have
That's like one of each.
you don't have ETN or Josh Jacobs in any
I
of your
do
leagues,
have
do you?
ETN
Oh,
in
frick.
multiple leagues. I have
Ah,
McCaffrey in one
no,
league.
trade him, drop him right now.
Yeah, you do have
Dude, I swear.
Montgomery, Dobbins, and Taylor in SF2. That's pretty brutal.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
anybody like, hey, you're doing the dead
I
rat
think-
thing here. Don't accept that.
Yeah, I think it's just got to be worth the gamble. And
risk.
don't even look if Puka goes off. Kyron Williams, I don't even really care about. He could be good, but it's opportunistic, right?
I like him.
So right, so you like some weird players too, but you get right too. But here's what it
I
is.
would hit accept as well. Like I don't want to, but you almost have to. It's 3 first.
I would first,
You
as
accept
we're
it already?
talking pickle, I would just accept it. And here's what I'd say. If Puka goes absolutely bonkers this year, I want you to please feel good about this trade. You won't even know how it feels until you draft that prospect or turn that first into another player, which
It's true.
hey, look, what if like my Garrett Wilson, okay? Garrett Wilson, turbulence, right? What if you throw 2 firsts at someone and you get Garrett Wilson? You just turned a
Right.
portion of that trade into Amon-Ra or Garrett Wilson, or you send 3 firsts to someone for Jefferson or whatever it is, but you could turn it into something, and we will help you. All right, check it out. This is what we're doing. We're getting into the leagues. It's been a little
Did
bit
you
more
just
chill.
release- Discord message
did.
us that there's a trade to approve.
I did. That's
Who did?
Mitch did.
No.
I really wanted to get this in before the podcast so we could talk about it.
Okay,
We did
Hey,
talk about it, so we're good.
Zachy, can you
Yeah, I'm going
approve
right
that?
now.
Okay,
He
thanks.
has to drop a couple players.
All right,
Oh yeah, she's got to drop.
Kyle, great having you, brother. You're gonna hit us up with SF2. I'm gonna have you go in a couple guys so you can just kind of see the format and this and that, just so you can feel it.
Okay.
But Adrian, Pickle, how you guys doing? Zach, everyone good? Ready to rock?
Mm-hmm.
Doing great.
Very good. Adrian, if you could give us, what league do you have?
GA.
You got GA. So again, guys, this is what we're doing. We're not getting into the weeds and anything. We are not here to give you good fantasy football content. We're not here to benefit you in any way. We're just here to talk
mock you.
about NDL, rap about our favorite leagues, get into it. We're not breaking down standings and this and that unless that's what the commissioner of that segment decides. But we'll highlight 1 or 2 games if we kind of join in on what we would do, or that the commissioner of that league at that segment wants to break down, maybe this is a move I want to make. We'll talk about it. Boom, we'll move on. Try to turn this into a 60 to 75-minute podcast. Enjoy each other, move on, get ready for the games, hit the next week when it comes. So GA, Zach, if you can share. Oh,
I'm already
sorry, Zach.
sharing.
Yeah, you did. That was MB.
So we're
That
going to go
was-
to trades first in this one?
Yeah, let's look at trades.
Well, the
we
trade's
actually
not
have-
approved yet. Do we have other
Well,
trades?
Yeah, we do. We
All
actually
right.
have trades this week in this league.
Okay. And again, the trades will just end up being, the last week,
Hold on.
just like we used to do.
Yeah,
I
just
need to go to.
Yeah,
7 days.
Fucking pickle. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess we don't
Could have
really
my
need to
second
belabor
still.
it because I know.
I freaked
You
it
know
up.
what, bro? But at least sometimes buyer remorse is a B. So at least you were all good. Okay. So
All right. So first off, we had CJ and the Texans gave up Miles Sanders and Kendrick Bourne to Tim and the Colts for Aaron Rodgers and
Oh,
J-Mo.
Mm.
That hurt.
Oh. So
This
Aaron
was after
Rodgers.
the injury,
Oh, did
though.
that?
This was
This
after
was
Yeah,
injury.
that-
Yeah.
That had to be.
It's
yeah,
after.
this is after the injury.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
again, it
That's-
was what date
It
is
still
that?
hurts.
Oh,
It was
okay.
week 1. It was like 2
It
weeks
was.
ago.
It was definitely he got injured
Okay.
before the 15th.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how I feel
Well,
about
obviously,
that. That's,
Tim
risk reward.
Tim needed a running back. Damn.
So-
Okay, so check it out.
so pretty much
We'll break it
Sanders
down.
and Bourne for J-Mo.
That's what
Yeah.
I was gonna
I
say.
wish-
Sanders.
I wish on-
Sanders for
yeah.
Jameson Williams.
It's a cap space move for Rodgers.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So okay, I get it. Good job, CJ. He dealt away Miles Sanders. I don't know if he's competing. Looks like he's not competing when he's starting Taylor Heineke and Dorian Thompson Robinson, someone that Pickle told me that surely he was a good stash.
It's the race for
I'm
Marvin
not-
Harrison
Great
for
stash.
sure.
Great, not a good stash.
Dude, you can throw that guy in the depths of your
Get
taxi
it
squad.
right.
Pull him up 4 years.
That's what
You'll see.
That's what you told me too. So he's rebuilding. He cashed in Miles Sanders for JMO. Perfect. Who's the next one?
So then we had myself gave up Dalton Kincaid to you, JW, for Judy in a 25 second.
Somebody's not a Jerry Judy believer.
Yeah, I know. I sold low. That
But
personally.
then he was on a mission, and I could tell because
you do. You
he turned
called it.
around. He turned around and sold Kincaid and a 24 first to Kyle for Waddle.
What a steal.
So Jason, you had this already talked out with Kyle.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get Waddle from Kyle too, but
It was
JW had beat me on the offer.
it was this
Allegedly.
so it started with that 24 first. Was it the first? Yeah, it was the first, the second, and Judy. And I hate Judy. And Adrian sent me the same exact offer except his 25 instead of his 24. So I told Jason, if you can give me that Dalton Kincaid, I'll accept it.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
that's
hey,
why
it's
you
good. Yeah, and again, Kyle and I talk a lot. Again, and I probably said on this last show, but Kyle laughed at me vehemently when
Talk about this
I
every
traded
week.
him Kincaid. No, I know it stings. You hurt my feelings. But so I knew he liked Kincaid, and who doesn't? He's already a rookie tight end that's producing well. So okay, so that was good. Obviously,
So
I paid more than I wanted for Kincaid, but it was.
We
It's-
got Waddle. It worked
It's
out.
cheap for
Kincaid is
Waddle, in my
Kincaid,
yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
But I'm so short on depth. I needed to make something
traded-
happen.
You traded Jerry Judy a second and a first for Jalen Waddle. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I had offered basically anyway, except for I saved a 24 second and I spent a 25 second. But Waddle, I mean, Waddle is $39, so it's not like he's on a rookie contract. It's still, I mean, it still keeps me shy from making some moves. Yes, Waddle is what we want him to be, but it's $40. So, relatively speaking, what's next?
Dude, and if Tua stays healthy,
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
that
they're looking good.
offense is gonna be nuts.
Mhm.
Well, also Waddle, he's already concussed, so I already don't have him next week. But we play Dynasty.
Right. So we're going back to the AFC with Jake and the Baltimore Ravens trading Godwin to Rizzo and the Raiders for Juju and a 24 second.
Solid. Give me Godwin all day.
Yeah. I
Jake's
kinda
punting,
agree.
isn't he?
Jake.
Traded away Kelsey and everybody.
Jake is, yeah,
Yes, Jake
yeah,
is,
yeah,
I got Kelsey,
yeah.
Ertz,
But he
I have his
also-
first round pick next year.
and Barkley. Yeah,
he also is
Oh.
a New England.
but I don't
owner.
get trades done.
Yeah, okay. You got one trade done. It was a mind bender. But so hey, Pickle, you have
I have-
Jake's first.
I have Jake's first and second next year.
Oh.
Ed, I have Renee's first and Tony's first, but I don't have my own first.
His
Ash has
team-
my first.
His team is almost as bad as mine.
Oh,
I need Jake to get the 101 so that I
Right.
can get the 101.
that was rough. Speaking of Godwin, you remember years ago when I got Godwin and DJ Moore from you, Kyle? Do you remember that at
Yeah.
all?
Yeah, I
In-
do.
In
That was the year
JV,
Godwin blew up, I think.
he did, and then he did just nothing.
I think
after that.
he's gonna be something next year. I think he's gonna be like the easy one next year on that team.
He looks good. Mike Evans looks amazing.
Yeah,
But
it's Mike Evans looks amazing every year.
he's 6 targets, 5 receptions for 51, 5 receptions for 58. What the hell's up with Baker? What is happening?
Love it.
That's
Right?
what happens when you have
Adrian.
actual targets.
Adrian, thank you. Dude, I'm saying and I think he's making better decisions. He has no interceptions through 2.
Short list of people on that list right now.
Pretty
Knock on
sexy.
wood.
Yeah, I know. All right, and then we got one more. Looks
Last
like
one.
Adrian's.
Kyle gave up DeAndre Swift, and since I don't keep my own firsts, I gave him my 25 first.
You hate him. What are you gonna do? I think that was a great deal. I love it for Kyle. Capitalizing. We've seen anything happen, to running backs, but dang, Swift looks good. Swift at $17 for a 25 first. Yes, please.
I had to sell. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense for me to hold him and hope that he keeps producing because that just makes my first worse.
Yeah, and it's a gamble.
I sent the first to everyone in the league, and that was the first one that got accepted.
Yeah.
You know me. I
Yeah.
accept a lot of trades.
Yeah.
And it's a gamble because if Gainwell comes back, he could lose out some. So
Gainwell's no Swift though.
no,
if
but
Swift's-
he's still gonna cut into some of
He
his
can't. And you know what, brother? You want him to. We want CMC to get spelled a bunch, although
No,
he
we
didn't
don't.
on Sunday.
Well,
Listen,
as long as he has fresh legs during the playoffs.
and he better get off the field. I think he played 100% of snaps. Is that right, Pickle?
What?
CMC snaps.
CMC,
Yeah, I don't know why they're like up by like 15 and he's still taking snaps. Like, get him out of the game. My goodness.
100% of snaps. That's what I heard.
Yeah, stupid.
That is
Stupid percent.
crazy.
Get him down to like 70. We need this guy alive.
Hey, I swear to God, guys, if CMC plays 15 of 17 games, whoever has CMC is going to probably win the league. It's that Todd Gurley type feel.
Well, it's CMC from a few
Yeah,
years
well, he
ago.
didn't win me the league last year.
Don't you on CMC in like
He
multiple
didn't
leagues?
look like this. I do.
Yeah.
Do I? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I happen to own 2 of the 5 NDLs, but I mean, I would say I'm shit if I'm shit too, though. So I'll give credit to CMC, not to me necessarily, but I do happen to have him. Yeah, you feel good about that trade, Adrian and Kyle?
Yeah,
It made sense for both of us.
Yeah, I think so. All right, give me a
'cause I'm
couple.
competing. Damn it!
You're always competing.
On the table.
Never stop competing.
All right, so just wanted to shed some light on a couple games. So we'll go with the AFC. We have Joe and the Jets getting beat by our own Mitch.
Oh, good job, Mitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. This was wild.
Yeah, so
I have no business winning this game.
126.8 to 127.7.
Thank you.
Oh,
Look
you
how-
weren't competing.
Look how bad his starts were.
Yeah.
Oh no, you weren't wanting to win.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Well,
It's all
wins
based
don't
on
matter if you're
potential-
tanking.
Potential points.
That's
Wins
true.
don't matter.
But
It's,
it matters to Joe because he's
Yeah.
not tanking.
Good job.
So funny.
that's great. He
I
should have had
did,
150 points.
I needed Donovan Peoples-Jones to have one catch.
Oh, he
He had one catch. And
He's got some trouble with his running backs. That's why.
Yeah.
yeah, he has Cam Akers.
Yeah,
And
and
Eckler.
Well,
Eckler.
Eckler was out
And
last.
Eckler.
If Eckler was healthy, you would have lost that game.
Well, if my aunt had a dick, she'd be
Yep.
my uncle.
Hey, is Eckler? Are they just like we don't know what he's doing, but and then Sunday we see him pop up on the starting roster?
Like Cooper.
I think it could go
I don't
either
know
way.
if
I
it
think
will.
he's technically week to week right now
Week to week is not great.
with no timeline.
I'm super stoked
Yeah.
about that. Huh.
So-
Okay.
Just wanted to share one more game. It was actually a battle for first, Tennessee and Jacksonville. So we had Brian. Is it Cood?
I think it's Cood.
Good
dude.
113, and Michael Ramos Jacksonville at 116. So that was a battle for first in that division. So that was a close game too. So
Who won?
good one. Michael Ramos.
I
job.
thought was Christian Watson on the injury report.
Yes.
Sure is.
Yeah, which is kind of weird too because he had him in his lineup.
That must have been said on Thursday because he was questionable on Thursday.
Oh, he had him in there, huh?
Yeah, I think he
Who,
was.
Brian
ruled-
did?
No,
No,
Michael.
that's
I mean, it
Robert.
didn't matter.
Oh.
He still won.
He was ruled out on Saturday, I think.
Huh.
Where's this
Yeah, that's
stream?
sucky. What's up with Christian Watson? God, what is...
Just trade him to me. You can be done with it.
I'm trying, but I know as soon as I trade him, he's going to come back and just at least
He
do-
didn't submit a lineup this week.
Oh.
And he still won.
He shouldn't be allowed
Well,
to
how
score
do you
points if he's
submit?
not- He can't. If you don't submit a lineup, you get nothing. It
No,
happened.
it runs the previous week's lineup.
Yep. Previous
that's
week's lineup.
Oh,
Interesting.
Is he on vacation?
We haven't heard from him in a bit.
Oh wait, hold on. That's week 3. I'm sorry. I'm looking at.
You
I didn't
mother.
realize.
Good
What?
night.
idiot!
All right.
No,
No,
he
he didn't
didn't
submit a
set a
lineup.
lineup. He didn't set a
didn't?
lineup. Still
Wow.
week 2, he didn't set a lineup.
Which is weird because
Brutal.
Watson, I think, was listed out last week too.
Yeah.
Before game time.
Maybe we should check on Ramos.
Yeah.
Tag him in this week's.
Welfare.
Yeah.
Welfare check.
Yeah.
All right. Who was the other game?
All right, so NFC, we got Mache and the Arizona
Hold on, I gotta get back to it.
Cardinals. Going
What's that,
against
Mache? Okay,
Braxton
yeah.
and San Francisco for the battle for first. So Braxton won 152 to 140. So this was I think the top 2 teams in that division facing off. So
Yeah, solid. He won with starting
good.
Boston Scott.
right.
Freaking Pitts, guys. Are we just staying patient with Pitts like we did with
Stay
London? Is
patient.
that
I'm
Yeah. He's gonna flip the switch as soon as they get a real quarterback.
Yeah,
not
come on.
this year?
as soon as he
Not
flips
this
the
year.
switch,
He's
it'll be
the
flipped.
ultimate rebuild.
a new coach.
Yeah.
I think they need a new coach more than a quarterback.
Yeah, fuck Arthur Smith.
Oh,
How many targets did Pitts have?
I think it
not many.
2.
I'll tell you, 2 for 15. No, 5
that's the
targets,
re-
2
that's-
receptions.
Doesn't
targets.
say how many targets.
5. I apologize.
Yeah, 5
He
targets.
had
Five
5
targets.
targets.
That's not so bad, but
It's more than
London
the
had
week
6
before.
targets.
That's good.
It-
I like that.
What I need to see is average depth of target, and then were those catchable targets. That's
after week 1, someone charted all of Ritter's passes, and he is
Ritter had
just
19 passes.
straight Mitch Trubisky. He does not pass to the left at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think
So
that was on the
25% of his
ballers.
passes went to Ritter or went to London, and the other another 25 went to Pitts.
I think Pitts is more the type of player that's going to get pretty pissed versus London. I could be wrong, but it seems like that's kind of
I think Pitts has requested a trade already. I'm not sure how
wow.
legitimate that is, but there's definitely rumors out there already.
I have not heard that.
I hadn't
blame
heard
him.
that either.
Brutal. All right, let's do pickle.
We're off.
32. We got a lot of trades in 32, so
Oh,
let's go ahead
good.
and get that up. Yeah, like 4 or 5 trades.
Yeah, I don't know about Pitts if he can go. So what if he went to basically anywhere? Okay,
if he
sorry,
What
to
if
the
you went to the
Niners.
Texans? What?
dude. Texans. Oh, I would much prefer him on the tech. Hey, CJ Stroud's. I don't mind him at all.
Oh yeah,
A
he's
lot
looking.
going on here in 32. A lot of trades. We look at that
Okay.
first trade. I believe Motor City Mayhem is Jason K.
Yes.
Yep.
And this is just a garbage trade at the bottom of your screen there.
Which is
Let's
Joe.
not waste time on it.
Sticky
I only see 3 trades here.
with trash and trash. First, some more trash. Moving up, though, the next one's a little more interesting. Jason K again trading Michael Carter and a first for Jamal Williams and Amari Cooper. Would rather have the first.
Is
I don't
this
know.
is this 16 teams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Full PPR tight end premium. I mean, honestly, Amari Cooper for the next few years is probably going to still be good. He looked great. 10 targets. His route running looked great. Anyone else not like what they saw in Cooper last night?
No, I like it. I just
I
don't
did
like his
too.
throwing to him.
Yeah, Cooper's not the problem.
Okay.
It's Deshaun Watson.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if he gets 10 targets every game,
we'll
Mhm.
do something with
I'm
that.
gonna be happy with that because he's gonna get touchdowns.
Next, we have a trade between Jason W. and Zach. And I think this is a very even trade. I think 2 seconds for Gabe Davis, 24 and a 25 I think that's great. That fills a gap on Zach's team.
Mhm.
And Jason W., who
Yeah,
we're going to
didn't
look at
start
here
him
in a
this
minute.
week.
Zach.
Some picks, which is great.
Yeah, and I saw it as I'm giving up a $3 Gabe Davis. I figured he'd have a good year even, and for sure a good game against my idiots. He had 21.209 points.
Yeah.
That's solid.
I think
And you
everybody
got him in your back pocket, Zach.
I think everybody wins. I don't think there's a world where you can trade Gabe Davis for a first. I think this is
Right.
maybe you can get
He
3
wanted a
seconds for him.
first, and
Maybe you get 3 seconds for him somewhere, but 2 seconds
I
I,
would.
think is
Yeah,
still
well, so
insane.
he wanted a first, and that's why I'm like, you know what? I think
To
2
be-
seconds will get it done.
To be fair, I did say I would love to see him do well. I'd love to hold out for a first. That was like a week or two prior. And then you said how much for Gabe Davis? I sent that. You accepted. So I knew that a first was, I'd need to see like some, 6 targets, 8 targets, 7 targets, 9
Puka.
targets, and
Puka
then
numbers.
maybe, yeah, okay, like Puka. I don't know if I'd get 3 firsts. Basically, you got 3 firsts for Puka. But I thought too, those 2 late seconds are probably going to be no one. But
Yep.
I figured I'm
It's
a few
the
years
type
away.
of-
Let me get.
It's the type of player I think I like the trade. Lastly, Keenan Allen for Deontay Johnson. I would much rather have Keenan Allen. I think Deontay's out for a couple weeks anyway.
Well,
What are the salaries here?
Renee's punting.
Yeah.
I-
And Braxton is going for it.
Braxton's going
Mhm.
for
I
it.
just feel like Deontay's not even a great long-term guy, but that's just more of a personal opinion. I know he's only 26, right? Like
He's an analytic darling.
27
He's 27. Oh, he's
PPR.
older than I thought.
PPR
Yeah.
monster just turned 27.
Doesn't
think
feel
he's-
like he's been in the league for 5 years.
it just doesn't.
It's
I don't
5
know.
years. Yeah, 5 years.
I feel like
Good
he's
time.
like I don't know.
But
He's somebody you're like always kind of like, oh,
He's-
yeah, like I forgot about him. Like he could be good.
I don't-
And then you're
I
like
don't
always let
Want
down.
Allen though.
Just look at
Yeah.
him. Look at his numbers last year. Wasn't that bad?
If I'm
Yeah,
Deontay's Deontay's boring, but he's usually good for PPR.
And
Mhm.
Allen's getting old.
Well, but if you're trying to win right now,
Yeah, he's
Well,
popping
but
off.
Renee's not. So
Oh,
yeah, but I think Braxton might be.
yes,
You're right.
Braxton's definitely going
Yeah.
for
So
it.
for that reason, it's a trade that
a
makes
good
sense
move,
if you're in on Deontay. It's good for Renee, and then Braxton, who Deontay's not even playing, so he needs to be out on him if he's trying to win. It's not a bad trade. I would rather have Keenan Allen personally, but
If
think-
I was
I think it's a good
rebuilding, I'd take Deontay. I'd
Yeah,
reset
same.
a couple years. I'd take Deontay for Keenan Allen.
it's 2 guys that are really hard to trade right now.
Yeah, and his salary's high.
Yeah.
30 something, $38.
Yeah. So but
Deontay's is?
32.
Well, Keenan
way
Allen's
to,
is 64. Deontay is 38.
No
Way to
way.
32.
way to be
32.
active. 32. Nice work.
How
Let it
old
out.
is this league?
Keep that going.
2013.
Okay, so he was hot.
Yeah, he had a holdout. Well, Big Ben, bro. Big Ben. He was out with Big Ben and he was with what? Antonio Brown too. He did really well. He's a good player.
And
So who
Juju.
are the teams you were looking at?
So
or-
I was gonna look at low efficiency rating teams this week. So people
Okay.
that did a bad job setting their lineup.
Okay.
And the
Good
first
job.
the first one is Jason W.
But I'm
70,
I'm
He's
70
keep
punting.
It doesn't matter. Your
Oh, that's
efficiency rating
true.
was terrible.
Thank you.
Started. You saw. It's like
Success.
It doesn't matter if you were winning or losing. It's just funny to look at. Okay, you started 75% of the points you could have, even though that means all you did was sit Chase Claypool. So you
Is
scored
that
like
what it
no
was?
points. Yeah, you only scored 39 points. So
I don't even think I have really startable assets. I know I have Leonard Fournette and Hunt
Not
on
really.
there.
not really.
Singletary.
We're not going to talk about you a lot
Jimmy G.
this year. So I figured I'd give you a
Thank
little
you.
bit of something. But
I appreciate you.
way to be terrible at sitting Chase Claypool. You should have
Success.
started him. You
Thank
would have had
you.
100% efficiency rating if you started him over
What I have.
Troutman.
somebody.
Troutman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, do you sacrifice your morals for starting Claypool?
Yes.
You know, I've always really liked Claypool. I like his talent.
So the other team that I thought was kind of interesting, really, really low efficiency rating was, and I know these are both in the same conference, but Troy.
Troy, I just saw it 58% there.
58%. He still won. He started 58% of the lineup
wow.
he could have, and he
That's-
still won.
That's because
play me?
Renee is also punting. But I mean, let's
Yeah, I
let's
mean,
be real
103
here. Are you
points.
starting Baker Mayfield over Trevor Lawrence?
No
Nope.
shot.
Okay, so
Mm.
yes, the efficiency's bad, but in this
No,
sense,
it's just interesting. It's all just a different take on the starting lineup. Of course, you would
Love it.
probably start it the way he started it 10 times
Yeah.
out of 10.
That one's tough.
This week
Sure.
it was about half of his potential points that he left on the bench, which I just think is interesting. That's all. Just interesting.
Very fun. And that's what this is about, right?
I am kind of
Make
surprised
a
about
fun spin out of your segment.
starting Swift or starting Cook over Swift.
Well, you
Yeah.
don't know what Swift was. You don't know. who he
Yeah,
was.
you don't start Swift after week
Oh.
1.
And obviously, you start Taysom Hill
There was-
and Dalton Kincaid. Like, no duh.
Right.
Over
Hey,
Jamar
dude.
Chase.
Over Jamar Chase and Najee Harris. I mean, these are just easy decisions.
Yeah.
People. Like, anybody should be able to do this. There was no other like horrendous efficiency rating. There was a 100, but it was from a team that literally couldn't start anybody, so I don't even really want to talk about it. They had just a bunch of free agents on their bench. So yeah, that's.
I like that
just a
you
little
utilized
short-
that screen, Pickle, right after learning
little-
about it last week.
a little short segment on 32. Maybe next week we'll look at high efficiency. Maybe we'll look at low scores, high
Mix
scores.
it
I don't
up.
know. We'll see. We'll mix it up a little bit. But that's
real
32.
Good.
quick talking about scores. I saw this the other day, and I got to remember where it's at.
And then we'll go to you, Zach,
Is it-
in NFL.
No, where did I see that? There's
Mhm.
it shows scoring for the week, but it breaks it down.
Oh, if you go down onto any
Is
one
it
of
on
those
here?
matchups and click detailed results. So some of them show
No.
the
So it shows the whole league and the average and who scored
Oh.
above and below the average for that week.
Oh, is that power rankings?
No,
think
it
it's-
was. I should have
Oh.
paid more attention when
I
when
have a
I
question.
saw that screen.
How do we feel about coconut? Like, I know it's super torn. Yeah, you heard me, Kyle. Adrian, you fan of coconut? I got
Oh, here it is. I just needed to scroll
pineapple
down.
coconut.
I am not.
Boop
I
it.
like
It's
I like
good.
bubbly.
And a pina
Bubbly's
colada,
fun.
that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Pina
maybe
colada's
I'll
similar.
do that. Yeah, but
I think it kind of tastes like
texture.
feet, but it's really good with,
Why do you know
with
what
other
feet tastes
fruits.
Did you say feet?
Coconut?
Yeah. Yeah. I like
Feet?
pineapple coconut water,
How many feet
delicious.
does he taste?
regular coconut water, trash.
Horrid.
So
Horrid.
All right. That's
It's
it
on
for
the
30.
weekly summary here, and you scroll down, and it will show the average,
Oh.
and then all the teams that were below the average and the teams that were above average.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be looking at teams that are below
Wow, I was
average.
way
3 weeks
down
in a
there.
row. Yeah,
Congratulations.
Way down there.
You suck.
I know, and I'm doing it good.
Better have your first.
You suck really
I
good.
do.
I don't appreciate
Yeah, I'm not like Renee. I make sure to keep my first or pickle.
All right,
If
on to,
I'm
on to
punting.
the next league. 32.
NFL.
I'm not in this league. I gotta get in this league.
I'm sure
You
you will. I'm
gotta
sure you'll take
pay off
on.
the commissioner, and maybe he'll get you in the league.
I did.
You didn't pay off the commissioner.
I pay you like 4 times a year, Zach.
NFL.
Trades. I don't believe there were any trades or trades that actually mattered.
I don't
Yeah,
remember any.
nothing here.
Oh,
Third for
gross.
Zach Wilson.
What a steal.
Okay.
He looks
I would take the third.
worse. Kyle.
Oh, I'd take
Only
Zach Wilson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1 QB. Come on,
You
man.
jerk.
You liked him coming up,
Um,
though, so I get
Hey,
it.
how do you feel about the girl on Ryan Trim's page?
Zach, you were gonna do the breakdown for NFL.
Those are
Yeah.
some hips. Those
So,
some hips.
there
Are we
weren't
not
any
looking at
trades to really talk
don't wanna look
about.
at that either.
But I would like to point out that in Discord, Joe said this lineup that he started might be the worst lineup he's ever set. And to that, I would like to point out that he scored 81.727 points.
Better
And
than
Jason
Bruno.
K scored 70.878 points. This is the team that I had winning the division and making a run in the playoffs. It has started 0-3.
And you beat
Hmm.
Joe. Yes.
Yeah, but that was expected. Joe's not winning in this league this year. He's not making the playoffs. He's not doing anything in this league. So
There goes it.
Jason,
Oh, that time. Yeah, I'm
Jason
starting
W.
0-3 also.
Are you?
I don't know. I haven't looked at my DH actually.
So the double header.
Oh, that's a bright screen.
Yeah. You actually won your double header.
Thank God.
Get away.
So you salvage a little bit.
I did, but dang, I'm starting off rough. I know it.
Yep, and you're a team. So I had did I have you win? I actually found my rankings earlier. I had you winning the division.
I think you did have me.
No,
winning
I
the
had
division. Oh,
Miami
Foreman,
winning
I
the
think.
division, and so
Mhm.
this game was very important towards winning that division, and he did take it down. I have
Thank
you
you.
and the Jets.
He started Swift. Oh, you didn't have anyone else.
I had you and the
See, I
Jets
hate that.
wild card teams.
My Madison and Dalvin Cook did nothing.
I
I just don't know what to do.
Madison's not good.
Oh, clearly. I did not know
Um,
that.
He didn't do bad week 1.
I don't think he's bad. I just don't think he's as good as everyone made him out to be.
He was hyped because everyone thought he was going to be good. He was just going to step in and be Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
And it's
No
still
one's
early.
Dalvin Cook.
It's still early.
Well, I guess he kind of is Dalvin Cook because Dalvin Cook also sucks.
Dalvin Cook can't hold on to the damn ball.
Hey, I think
so-
Dalvin Cook is not good anymore, huh? Is that what's happening?
He's old, yeah. That's why they didn't want to pay him. They let him go for a reason.
They wanted to let him go years ago, but he was under contract. They had no way.
So
He didn't
those
do that
were
bad last
very.
year.
This game was very important in the division. Jets are
Yeah.
2-0, so they're
I'll be
rocking.
back.
And the next important game for a division, Tampa Bay and the Saints. It was pretty dang close. 122 to 116. Casey Jones's Bucks take down Mike Ramos. Did he start? I wonder if he started. Was it
Another
Mike
Ramos.
that
Yeah.
Jags?
Yeah.
I wonder if he started a lineup, and he just forgot the one league.
It'd be interesting to see.
I gotta remember where the starting lineups. There it is. Oh, this is week 3.
I love watching you scroll.
He didn't set a lineup.
He
Wow.
couldn't have won anyway. He started 99.9% perfect.
True, but that's I was just because we talked about his
Earlier.
non-lineup
Is
setting.
this guy
and
alive?
The other league, yeah. I wonder what's going on. I need to message him and be like, "Hey, dude, what's happened, man?
You
You're
wanna give your team to somebody else?
you're not setting lineups."
His
I'm in-
lineups are
I'm in-
good.
I'm in some leagues where if you don't do that, they'll kick you out of the league.
Yeah.
So those were some of the games I wanted to point out.
Thanks.
Next league.
Thanks for that, dude. All right, Kyle, you're up. SF2.
Okay.
SF2Zs. I'm doing pretty bad in this one too, guys, but I need to do worse, please. If I can sell some assets, if anyone's looking to purchase. Hey, I got Locket, guys. Locket for like $9.
We're in
I'd
the wrong,
buy
it
if I was
wrong
on that
conference.
side.
Salary cap.
Wrong
Nobody
conference.
has-
I'd be
What?
hitting you up.
Nobody has cap except for.
I know. I'm waiting for someone to get hurt or something. I would sell Locket for Locket and a second for a first. If anyone
I love
fancies
how
that.
you use
Kyle,
the
Kyle,
use
I
the
swear to God.
I would-
podcast to
What?
sell your assets.
Sell my
Shameless
wares.
plug.
What's wrong with
All right,
me?
what do we got,
did I
Kyle?
do?
I saw your
Um,
face. Okay, I saw your
I
face
don't
and
know.
it cringed.
It's a good offer. I don't know if anyone's gonna take it.
No.
Thanks a lot.
You're
For
welcome.
$9? Hey, people
I
like
would take
Adrian.
it
hate
if I was
that.
on that side.
Nobody has $9 in
Okay.
cap.
Yeah, it's kind of
Seems
tight from
Ash.
startup.
That's what
I hear
happens
ya.
in the
Anyways.
first couple of years of a startup.
Yeah.
I liked looking into this one because there's not a lot going on, but the first one is Dave and Zach swapping Raheem Mostert for a second. And this is like
Oh,
the
that is
highest
hot.
price I've ever seen for Mostert, but I think I still take
Yeah.
Mostert.
I'm losing my running backs. I
Yeah.
didn't want to pay a second, but I'm like,
Wow, you
he
paid a
scored like
second.
26 points.
I
Why
can't
not?
believe
no,
you
and
paid a
I
second.
think I
Oh.
think he's going to do well in this offense
He's so
this
good.
year. I don't think he's a long-term
Yeah.
player, but I had to have something this year.
He's a 1 year
Not at-
rental at best, and if
Not
you
at
get
31
anything
years
more,
old.
this is gonna be like peak 49ers Mostert, I think. It's the
Yeah.
same.
And that's all I
offense,
need.
basically.
That's why I was willing to give up a second for it.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to, but I have to do something to continue winning.
Yeah, I agree. I think that was a good one. And then the second one,
He's got 44 points in 2 weeks.
crazy.
He's so
This is a
good.
weird year for running back so far.
Yeah.
Like Brian Robinson is RB2.
He's
Kyron
so
Williams
good,
is
dude.
RB1.
Ira Williams.
I liked Brian Robinson though.
Yeah, me too.
He got shot in the kneecap and he's doing this good.
No, it's the butt cheek.
I thought it was the knee.
Or-
No.
No,
It was
no,
his
no.
thigh. It
It
was
was
his
the
leg,
thigh.
his actual leg. Yeah.
We all said
It was,
something different.
Pretty sure it was his foot.
Plaxico Burress shot himself in the ass.
Pickle, well done.
Yes, bursted.
The other one is Ash and Earl. Okay, this one I wrote it down and then I looked just now and I don't get it because it's Deion Jackson,
Well, it's
Pacheco,
Earl.
and J-Mo
And
for
Ash.
Najee Harris, Dalton Schultz
Yeah.
in 2 seconds. And
Who's trying to win this year?
Both.
Ashes.
so
So is
the
Earl. He already
the-
spent his first.
1 second is 2-0 and the other second is 1-1. But I don't get it because Deion Jackson is already a bum. Pacheco's injured and J-Mo is suspended
Yeah.
for Najee
lo-
Harris. Like I
he
get
loves
that he's
J-Mo.
not.
And Najee Harris is terrible.
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
Earl
he's
loves
terrible.
J-Mo.
I think they're just
Ash
running him on
Brown.
plays that are super obvious. Like they're putting Jalen Warren, or was it Jalen Warren?
Mhm.
Whatever his name is. They're putting him in on like passing plays and then he gets carries. Whereas everyone knows Najee's running the ball through the middle. So,
But
Najee-
Najee wasn't really that great
Always volume dependent.
his second year. Like
efficiency kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Mhm.
But
It's
that
a-
offensive
neither was
line
Pickett.
also sucks.
Pickett wasn't good either.
Yeah, Pickett's
No.
terrible.
If
Whoa, whoa,
Roethlisberger
whoa.
was still there,
Sorry.
Jury's
Najee
still
was-
out on Pickett. He might be good.
Is it?
no, he might.
Zachy
but I mean,
loves
last year
Pickett
he
too.
wasn't.
Or likes.
that.
that
I
what
mean,
Mac-
that D line is.
On a Mac Jones path to greatness. Take a few years.
Maybe.
whatever.
I was hoping Ash would have accepted my trade before he went to bed, but he's going to sleep on it. So
Oh, that's never good.
Sleep on it.
Never good.
No, he takes his time and he tries to milk more out of it.
oh,
He
he
wants
does.
to make the trade partner uncomfortable, knock him off balance. So you just say, "Hey, fuck it, I'll add a third if you do it." Or what if I'll add this dude if you do it?
Oh yeah, he's
Trust
done
me,
that already.
he's
I told him
he's a genius.
I'm sticking to my guns.
Do it,
Good
Adrian.
job.
Told him,
Stick
It's
I
all
up.
told him,
principles.
Stick
put up or
up.
shut up.
I love that he's going to have to start Najee. 11 touches for 43 yards,
Okay.
5.3 PPR points.
That's the other thing. He's right around 4 yards per carry, which is usually the line where people
Yeah.
need them to be. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not that bad.
It gets you a first down.
1. So listen, would you rather have Najee and 2 seconds or Pacheco and JMO?
Najee in 2 seconds easily.
I would take Najee in 2 seconds as well.
Yeah.
Man, I'd probably.
I just being a Chiefs fan, I just don't get the Pacheco love. Like I don't see it.
What's the
Here's
equivalent?
what it is, Zachary. He's the Chiefs running back. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all
He
you got to see.
is.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is embarrassing. Hold on.
I don't know, Jay. But why would you, if you're competing, why deal Najee? Now I know he just and Najee's $28, so
I think he has running
Maybe that's
backs,
he does. He
Uh,
just got
yeah.
Kamara from me.
and I know he loves JMO. That's like his guy.
Oh, does he?
Okay.
Oh, he's
Well,
got
and-
the starting running back for the Cleveland Browns right now too.
Could be
Yeah.
Cam Akers.
Oh, I hope it's Cam.
Oh,
Oh, I hope
Yes.
it's Cam. I got Cam.
Well, they
in
brought
my
in
Great
Kareem
Cam.
Hunt today.
Oh, it should be.
I
Cam.
think it's going to be Kareem Hunt or Jerome Ford, but long shot Cam Akers.
It'll probably be Kareem Hunt. Hey, do you want to come back after we let you go?
he visited with them today, right?
But he doesn't
Yeah.
have a job, so why would he not go back?
No, I'm sure
he just
I'm sure
visited.
he'd be thrilled about it.
The theory is that he won't come back if he doesn't get enough money, and they have Jerome Ford, so they might not give him enough money.
Ford looked good.
Yeah, he's
All
another
of
one
these
that was on
running
my
backs are
short
good.
list. My deep sleeper short list was Jerome Ford.
Yeah, mine
Yeah,
too.
good job. I liked him too.
Yeah, I
so did
had him
Jason
on
K. So
mine,
did Adrian.
too. He was.
For the games, hold on, where's my sheet? First one, I did one for each side. I did not do any sort of fun strategy. I just looked at which games were interesting. First one's
Cool.
Ravens Browns, which is Jason K and Adrian.
Yeah.
This one had a lot of stuff
Wow.
going on. It's kind of a wild ride.
Dude.
Wow, 215 potential points.
Jason lost Chubb, which is where probably about 20 of those points went, right? But he
Yes.
also has Jerome Ford, which is huge.
Mhm.
I don't know a lot of people that are handcuffing in these kind of leagues that right away.
I traded him forward in this league.
Was it after the week or no?
No, it was at the beginning
Okay.
because he wanted to
Prior
have
to the-
Chubb's
Yeah,
handcuff.
yeah,
prior to the season.
yeah. I mean, if I had Jerome Ford, I wouldn't be tanking right now. But here we are. And then he started 2 tight ends, which is interesting too. I mean,
Well,
obviously it didn't work out for him, but
If you were in the draft, you'd know why.
yeah.
It didn't go to plan.
I mean,
He
I
had
Darius
Hawkinson too.
His team looks excellent. And then who knows what happens without Chubb. And then Adrian is riding the dangerous train. My goodness.
Mhm.
What a year. We don't
Hey,
know
he's
if he's
looking
good yet,
alright.
but he's scoring points.
In your face, Zach. 308 yards, 3 passing touchdowns. For 60 yards, 50 yards, and 16 yards. That's good.
I mean, you got the help where you needed it because the running backs are not there.
Yeah.
And he was probably one of their lead rushers. Look, he went 6 for 56 yards.
Yeah, terrible.
And finally,
Honestly,
Higgins did something.
I think the first thing you should be doing is trying to get rid of Ritter because you've got 4 quarterbacks that score 30 plus points. Like, you need to do something about these running backs because it's not working right now. Even though you scored 187 points, so I guess kind of a grain of salt here.
Yeah, but that was Higgins, Pickett, and Hawkinson.
Yeah.
Well,
Carrying
and
all that.
35 and 36 points for Hurts and Wilson.
But I mean, the quarterbacks are
Yeah, but
are
you're
what they are.
your running
I
backs
don't even factor
combined
those
for
into the huge points unless it's like a 60-point quarterback game.
Now tell that to Burrow. Tell that
Yeah.
to Herbert. Lawrence this week. I mean, I would have said the same thing until I'm seeing this year when NDL. I'm like, fuck, man. I'm trying to get these high-powered quarterbacks, and Ritter got 31 points. Lawrence blanked basically.
I won with
Stroud had 35.
was it
See?
Pickett and Burrow? I won with those two.
See, I have a
Yeah.
sickness when it comes to quarterbacks.
That's funny
Like,
because you're the other highlight.
Okay.
Yeah, the other one is the Panthers and the Saints. It was Jason's brother, Tyler, and
Oh, yeah.
Zach.
Oh, that's a close game.
Yeah, so
Oh my
for me,
God.
just a quick look at it, I think I have the Panthers as like a favorite on paper.
Most of everyone had the Panthers winning the division.
Yeah, it's
Or if it wasn't the Panthers, it was me, and then the other one makes the playoffs. It's a wild
Mhm.
card.
it's a sexy look,
Mhm.
and he's also got Jerome Ford, which helps too. But not this week, I guess.
Should have started Josh Dobbs. Rookie
Zach
mistake.
somehow he eked it out with Kenny Pickett at the front.
Well, I was down, I think, 20-some points going into Monday night with Olave, Freiermuth, and Pickett,
yeah,
and barely pulled it off.
yeah, you're also gonna
job.
need to do something about the running backs, I think, because
Well, that's why I
But
picked up
Mostert.
Mostert.
yeah. But like without Mostert, what do you do?
But he's
right?
got Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan
Oh, that's
Taylor's
right.
on my
Yeah, I forgot about
IR.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you got excellent wide receivers, right? I mean, you have Cooper on the bench, so it should be
Well,
fine.
he
It's
was
just-
not going to be on the bench. I had him in my lineup, and
Yeah.
then everyone's like, "Oh, Cooper's out,"
he's not gonna play.
and it's because it was Monday night. I'm just like, I don't even want to like
Mm-hmm.
deal with it, and I
Try.
threw Bourne in.
Yeah. I mean,
Don't blame me.
didn't matter this week, I guess, unless it affected the doubleheader. I forgot to check the doubleheaders. But-
Double header. I think I actually split.
Live to
Renee
fight another
says,
week.
trade, stop the podcast.
It's the one with me and her.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
so
I,
Mike is alive. So that's good.
I actually. Oh, I was.
Oh, is he?
winning
Okay.
that week. This week
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, so yeah, it wasn't gonna happen. So I mean, best case scenario right there. And
Huh.
I think Kendrick Bourne was a good start. Just the offense is so underpowered. It's just gonna be a slog all year.
Yeah, but I think
Hey, he's still got 9 targets.
he's
Yeah,
gonna
solid.
be max go-to.
I mean, it's Hunter Renfro in a different costume. He's gonna have 10 to 12 targets every week, and it's gonna be for 50 yards. So in PPR, I'll take it.
You know what? As Mac starts to get his legs under him, we'll start to see more from him and just see how he runs an offense. He's got to have a number one, and Bourne should be their one.
Let's not
I
forget.
have a
this
quick
is the
question.
First year under this offense.
Shame on you.
Shame on who?
You.
Me?
Yeah, no love for Juju. What's up with that?
Fuck Juju.
Well,
We know what he is
if he
already.
wasn't disgruntled,
He got
hey,
6 targets the first week, or seven the first week, 6 the second. It's not bad.
hey,
many
but look at what
catches?
Bourne
Like that.
gets. Bourne got 11 targets the first week, 9 targets the next week.
So he's
It just seems like Bourne is taking it. I have a quick question, Adrian. Hold
Yes.
or sell? Because I don't think it's a buy. What are you doing with Fields right now if you have him on your team? Hold or sell?
You got to hold him.
Yeah.
His-
Is that going to
his-
be the consensus?
If you
Yeah.
sell him now, you're selling him
Cheap.
cheap.
Whoa.
I mean, probably, but cheap is relative, right? Cheap might not be cheap tomorrow. Today's cheap might look like a steal. I don't know what to do with him because you still have people that are going to give a second for Juju, like Adrian did. You're going to have someone like me still going out and buying Mac Jones. Look, I have Mac Jones on all of them. I put $30 on Mac Jones' name, and I got him in so many leagues.
Maybe you
no
could
one
trade-
wants him.
Trade Fields to Braxton for Jefferson.
Jamar
Dude,
Jefferson?
we have a running joke about the
Oh.
trade between Braxton and I, where I got Jefferson.
For
But
basically nothing.
I just don't know about. I mean, last year we were pretty concerned about Fields as well, and then he lit the world on fire. So
And like I said at the beginning, is he gonna be that guy, or is he gonna be the guy that we saw before that? And it looks like
don't
he's gonna
know.
be the guy we saw before that.
He was one of
Yeah.
those guys for me that I had him as my QB2 that year, but he needed to sit behind someone, and the opposite happened. They kicked whoever else it was to the curb, and he was starting from day one. And that's the worst thing that could have happened to him.
I like the fight in Fields a lot.
Yeah.
He overcame a lot through school. He did a lot. He kept making teams. He kept getting the starting job. He came in, we were excited about his running ability. We were excited about what he could be for fantasy, but there was a lot of skeptics. Then he came on, didn't do so well. You had a buy low window. Some people just believed. Hey, people were still buying Lance in the offseason. So
Fuck you.
he
Yeah.
no, that was not the last season. That was during last season, though. When people, hey, look, who's got Mac? I'm gonna have Mac on every team, and no one wants Mac. So we still have those people. So maybe Fields is someone we need to go out and buy. What if you could get Fields for 2 seconds?
Yeah,
Would you spend
absolutely.
2 seconds on Fields?
I would risk.
Superflex?
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
risk, even in
Right?
a 1 QB league in these leagues, I would risk
In
2
NDL.
seconds. Yeah.
Sure. Why
On
wouldn't you? Or
Fields.
the equivalent of 2-second valuation. What if someone had him as their second quarterback? What if someone had him in like Cousins and was like, F it. Give me Pickett and a second for Fields, just so I have someone who I know is going to be starting.
The problem
Right.
is no one's selling Fields for 2 seconds. They're still
Oh,
looking for 2 firsts.
Mm-hmm. No one's
Well, I
selling.
don't think anyone's going to. Would you spend a 25 first on Fields in Superflex?
No.
Yes.
I would.
Yeah, yes, but
Yeah.
I would try to flip it. I would try to flip it for players.
Instead of the first.
Yeah, because 25 firsts are kind of weird. Like the
25 first are weird, but I think that's what you're aiming for, right?
yeah.
Can you pull up 32? Oh, do you have 32? I mean, JB. Thanks. I think right now, I take it back. I think he might be a buy. Is that weird? I mean, I know. Is that weird? I have even felt weird saying it. I don't know. And I haven't see this. This is how titles are won, guys. When someone like Fields, who we were really liking, I got Hurts in a deal for giving away Fields last year in JB. We were okay buying Fields, cashing in on a Hurts for a package with Fields included.
Yeah.
So I think you know what? I think right now is more of a buy or a hold. I take sell back. That was stupid. I apologize for my stupidness. But I think that okay. I think he could be and should be a buy. I take it back. He's a buy. Anyone else with me, or just we're keeping it at hold?
It's a hold.
Hold.
I'd hold him.
Hold.
Unless
All right, what
someone
do we
gave
got
me an
in-
offer that I just liked.
Yeah. What you gonna do? All right. So I got Adrian giving up Madison, and this is Superflex 12 team full PPR, giving up Madison, Juju, Thielen, and a first. So let's say a first, Juju, Madison, and he got Josh Jacobs. How much is Josh Jacobs' salary? A $53 Jacobs. 53 bucks. Would you guys spend a 25 first for Jacobs? That's what it is.
Yes.
Yep. Me too. I think you're buying low. I think you got him for a really good price, personally. I like 25 first, but when you're going for it, you just got a young running back, bro. 25-year-old running back. And I think you bought low. Good job. Anyone else have anything to say about that? You feel good about that, Adrian?
I do, yeah. And I know Renee's
Good.
kind of rebuilding, so
There's
she's gonna use
context to
that.
these
I mean,
trades.
she's gonna
Oh, yeah.
use those firsts for. I mean, she's good with firsts.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Look at that. She was buying Puka and
Well, she traded
Iron.
the week before. She traded Eckler and whatever for what Jacobs and Henry, basically, right?
It was
Eckler and
basically
Purdy,
just
though.
Eckler.
It was
Oh,
Purdy. Purdy was in there.
Mm-hmm.
And she's flipping those assets around. Like as soon as she got them, like they're for sale. Who needs running
Yeah.
backs?
Yeah, and Purdy's worth like 6 first, right, Pickle?
At least.
Hey, if you can go,
Purdy,
if you can
not
go to the
Jalen.
league standings, I'm gonna look at a game on
You're not
in
going
the
to talk about
NFC.
the other trade?
Oh, I didn't see another one.
There's little. It's because it's the same teams.
Just-
They blended into you.
What?
Derrick Henry for
Are
Jamal
Are you
Williams.
not looking at my screen?
No, I'm looking at
Derrick
my
Henry
own
for Jamal
screen, so I
Williams
can
in the
actually-
2024
It was
first.
on the
Oh,
14th.
I apologize. Oh, snap. Okay. I apologize. Okay, then freaking Texans. Okay, guys, would you trade a first for Derrick Henry, a 25 first for Derrick Henry?
I would rather have Derrick Henry.
Uh,
If I'm winning, if I'm trying to win. 100%.
Okay, so you would trade a first for Henry.
A 25 first. Yep.
So I'll put it like this: Adrian just spent with the same trade partner 225 firsts for Jacobs and Henry. I think that's awesome.
Love it.
The
Love it.
I would
Yeah.
not because of his salary, but the context is super important here because I think this makes Adrian the favorite in our division.
Yeah, and
Well,
I had
especially because
salary. I had definitely had cap space.
Yeah.
let's look at Adrian's team right now because you just completely flipped this around from what it
Yeah.
was last season after selling Justin Jefferson. So you're starting Josh Allen and Derek Carr or CJ Stroud. Then you have Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Dameon Pierce, the heir apparent. We can't forget about that, Joshua Kelly. And then you got Jordan Addison, Nico Collins, Zay Flowers, George Pickens, Jaden Reed, and then Hunter Henry, who decided he wants to be a great tight end. That's good. And then Kyle decided he wanted to maybe retool and sell a couple assets, which I don't think you've done yet. Have you had any traction on trade talks, Kyle?
I'm actually talking with Zach right now, but it's contingent on something else happening first.
Yeah, I was going to make
Okay.
a trade with Kyle if I didn't do the one for
It's
Jacobs.
I'm in no rush at this point. My team already sucks. I have no running backs to start. Like Cam Akers is out because he's inactive. So like
Yeah,
I'm gonna lose every week anyways.
I'm trying to move a couple pieces to be able to make cap and all that stuff. Or
Mm-hmm.
The trades will
Gotcha. So
happen.
you got some wheels turning. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
so-
I have four firsts over the next 2 years too already. So I got a head start.
yeah, solid. And these are the things that I was thinking about when I was looking at this. So if you could go to the league standings, I'm gonna just highlight a couple things on the AFC side, and then I was highlighting something on the NFC side. I'll do this. NFC. What really stood out to me was the Lions. The Lions we had going far. I can't remember where we ranked them, but Mache has Trevor Lawrence, Dak Prescott, if you can just pull up the Lions. Then he's got Brees, Ramondre Stevenson, Kenneth Walker.
And
Then he's
Mostert.
got and Mostert, fuck, Ayuk, Keenan Allen, AJ Brown, DJ Moore, Jalen Waddle, and then Dalton Schultz. On taxi, he's got George Pickens, Sam Laporta, Charbonnet, Sam Hell. He's 0-2. So I wanted to just highlight that.
he's got to promote. I don't know. He has to promote Laporta.
If you go back, he's only like 20 or 30 points on the season below the Packers, and he's got the highest points against.
Exactly.
But his points for is also the lowest in the division.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but like it's close.
Not by much.
It's just over 10 points per game.
20 points
Packers.
from first to his
Yeah.
last. From his
Yeah.
to
Like
his fourth.
if you trade the points against, he probably is 2-0.
And that's what I was going to say. Amazing team. Don't even, I'm sure he's not worried about it, but kind of just reaffirming when you got a great team and you stumble into, just bad luck, which obviously this is. His PA is higher than all of them. His PF is lower. you run into the wrong team, you're going to get screwed. I wouldn't make any trades right now. I think I would be happy with this team. I would be over the moon. But he now has 2 division losses, which that'll put you behind. If he accidentally, which he probably didn't, he probably won his doubleheader. But if he ends up becoming,
he's splitting right now with me.
Okay, so if he ends up going 4-0-4 at the end of next week, that's going to end up being 2 division losses. He might end up feeling a little desperate. He's a smart player, so he might not. But just for everyone seeing your record at 0-2 with 2 division losses, soup feels really ugly.
I've been there.
Bro. But it really would behoove him and all of us. We start out like this, bro. Don't go spending your first.
That's why I needed to beat you. I needed to beat you so bad this past week.
Me?
Yeah, because you would have been 0-2.
Mm-hmm. And that would have been 0-2 in the division.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. My team came alive.
Yes,
it did all right. It did. And then I think I took my double header, but either way. So look, if I would have lost to you, I wouldn't have spent my first on anything. Oh, I don't have my first, but I wouldn't have spent my 25. I wouldn't have done anything crazy. I am interested in possibly selling Garrett Wilson, but it's not a my team thing. It's in spite of my team being good. I want to do it. I'm really nervous about Jets, but I do think that they're going to get a Flacco or someone. My dream is Jameis Winston going there, but either way, Mache, hang in there. I'm sure you didn't even care. This is kind of just even for us, me saying it in the mirror. Just chill. It's week 3. Nothing to be super crazy about, especially this is as good as a team gets. Ayuk, Allen, AJ Brown, DJ Moore, Jalen Waddle. That's fucking great.
It's a good team.
Trevor Lawrence and Dak, Brees Hall, Mostert, Stevenson, Walker. What? But you're right. I think Sam Laporta would be good. I would drop Dalton Schultz outright or sell him for a third. And then because he's $12, I don't think you're getting much for him. But Sam Laporta, get him in there. Dude looks strong. He looks really good. They're wanting him to catch passes. And this team looks really good. So, all right, the AFC side, I just wanted to highlight a couple different things because it's been a really weird year. JB, everyone, this is year 5, 2019, 20, 21, 22, 20. This is year 5. Every single year, no one punts. No one except for Tony.
I punted.
Nope. You did not punt. If you punted, that was the worst punt ever forever.
I didn't get a quarterback, did I?
Yeah, but that's because you didn't
That's
want to
not
trade
what
any of the
punting
marketable
means.
pieces.
Yeah, because so I was either going to win it with what I had, or I'm getting the 3rd pick.
So super cute that you think that's punting. It's not. It's just playing fantasy football, which is fine. You did well. Your team kept winning. You couldn't do anything about it. You're like, what am I going to buy? I don't like my quarterbacks. I'm not going to sell anything because I keep winning. So I get it. There could have been some moves that I would have made. Adrian would have made. Kyle wouldn't have stood for it. Pickle's a wild card. I'm not sure what Pickle does. He's crazy. But AFC North, not kind of how we saw it. Jason has one of the worst teams I've ever seen from him that is competing.
I'm here for it.
And Kyle has his first, and there's really nothing that Jason can do but keep trying and keep flipping assets. So we saw Jason K as more of a contender. He's not. Van, we thought was going to be the worst. He still probably is, but he's doing better than Jason. Tony, it's fun to see him have a win here in week 2, and then Todd's doing Todd things by being 0-2. Though both of them were in division, and obviously the division's struggling pretty nicely. AFC South.
Wait, say that again.
The AFC North is struggling pretty nicely.
Todd's 2-0.
Yeah, but
Todd's 2-0. Todd's
yeah.
won this league before.
Yeah.
Todd beat. Yeah.
He's kicking ass.
But that's what I said. I said Todd's doing well, and his 2 wins are division wins, and the division.
You said he was 0-2.
Yeah, I think we heard Todd's 0-2.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
It's-
probably said that, and I apologize. That is for sure.
I'm like, he clearly won this game. How is he 0-2?
Yeah,
that
it's
is my
just-
bad.
Yeah, Brian
Hey, but
Robinson popping
Tony,
off.
hey, bro, Brian Robinson, that's going to be fun. Look at Tony's team. Tony's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that Tony is winning some games now with Justin Herbert,
Really.
Matthew Stafford. He's got Bijan, Jalen Warren, Javonte Williams. Maybe a little suspect, but do you need a good RB2 behind your RB1 with Bijan? Godwin,
we
Justin
start 2 running
Jefferson.
backs in this league, so don't we?
Yeah,
We do.
it's 2.
Yeah, but if I have Bijan, if I have Brees, if I have CMC, my RB2, I don't really care much about because there's so many replacement guys. But AFC South, Adrian, I just want to say,
Adrian,
well done.
I saw Adrian try to tank, and I went, I can do that better.
He's like, let me tank. We saw the winks, bro. But hey, your PF is a little bit low. Your PA is right where you want it. So I'd be
Look at this.
pretty careful.
71%.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you not start your boy?
Yeah,
Who was
I don't
it?
know why I didn't.
Wow.
Adrian. He had 200. He had the 215 potential points.
Oh, it's Adam Thielen and Nico Collins
I mean, he still won the game.
and
Yeah.
CJ Stroud.
I decided to put Josh Kelly in.
Oh, is that what it was? Dang it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I just wanted to say good job. Keep it going. Don't take the foot off the pedal. And obviously you're not by stacking up, some nice running backs. But the PF and P8 has me concerned. The nice thing is Joe, I don't know what Joe's doing. He's got 330 PF, which is amazing. But John, really bummed. I did say that I was nervous about his team. I am going to take the win on that one. He's 0-2, and then Kyle. Sorry, man, that's rough because I had.
It is what it is.
I like your team. I know.
Well, when Burrows comes out and is trash for the first 2 weeks, and his best running back gets hurt, he's
Both of them. I have Dobbins and Chubb on this team.
Wow.
And Cam Akers, which I thought that was going to be nice too. Yeah.
why isn't he on the
you don't-
IR yet?
Because he's
Chubb.
not IR yet.
Akers?
Chubb.
No, he won't. Oh,
And it's roster minimum, so I can't even demote him yet. Unless I promote
So
someone.
when it comes to IR players or making a trade when there's a waiver the following day, and this goes to anyone, reach out to me and say, hey, I'm going to pick up whatever. I'm going to pick up a running back tomorrow. I'll move Chubb to IR. You just have to make sure you pick up that running back the next
Okay.
waiver period.
Oh, that's nice. Good to know. And then I will say the West. The West is tricky. Freaking Roy. He's about to promote Puka. He's got a good team. Deshaun Watson, who I'm constantly rooting for his success, is not doing so well, and that might be what helps us in the West. But
Look at the points
Cousin.
for in the West.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
insane.
yeah,
That used
I
to be
was
the
ranked.
AFC South.
I almost ranked Roy number 1 in the power rankings.
oh, did you?
I
Yeah,
switched
dude,
last
he's
minute. Yeah.
he's got a good team. My PA is way low. It wouldn't have affected either of my win or my loss. So I'm fucked. But he's got a really good team. He's going to probably be right up there. Kirk Cousins is doing great. James Cook, Tony Pollard, Swift came alive. AJ Brown, Cooper, Davis, DJ Moore, Mark Andrews. He's going to put Puka in there in perpetuity, I'm sure. But I'm happy that Renee is bowing out. Thank you, Renee. You've always been a great contender, and it's going to be nice to not have to struggle to beat you or lose to you anymore. But Zach's got a killer team, and Baker's alive.
Finally.
So if you start Baker and Anthony Richardson, and then JT comes back, I'm not even going to list your other guys. You got a killer team, but I think the West is going to be formidable. That's it for me. I just kind of wanted to highlight what's going on because JB finally has some teams that are wanting to punt to next year. That's going to make it a little bit more exciting, in my opinion. Anything else, guys?
Just want to pour one out for Nick Chubb.
We will. And you know what, dude? I think he's going to get rallied around. People love him.
Yeah.
He will not be back. Nerve damage is going to be rough.
Gonna be
So
Same
that
knee.
had nerve damage.
Same knee that he hurt in college too.
Yeah, I knew that was the same knee, but I didn't know he had nerve damage.
Yeah,
that
it's
sucks.
hey, who knows? You know, but damn, he came out doing exactly what we were hoping. He ended up being a first round pick in most redrafts. Yeah, solid. But hey, Kyle, super fun to have you. Thanks for joining us, man. We appreciate you. After
be here.
many hundreds of conversations, it's nice to meet you in person.
Hey, when are you gonna trade Hal?
Whenever someone gives me
Not
what I
anymore,
want.
bro. Dude,
I sent the second to
told
every
you.
person in the league, and guess what? No one accepted it.
Wow.
Not a
I don't
single
remember getting a
person.
second for him.
I sent the second to every team, and no one
Zach.
accepted it.
No, well, I can't fit him on my roster for that salary.
That's the main problem. It's 25.
Oh, okay.
That's cheap for
I
a
thought he was
quarterback.
12.
And he
for
only
whatever
has 1
reason.
year on his contract.
Yeah, and that's the other problem. So he's a rental. This is
25 makes it
flex
tough.
too. Yeah,
But
whatever.
I've got Mac Jones, Pickett, and Burrow. I'm okay there.
Actually, while I'm here, I have the question. I keep forgetting this every single year. If I drop him in waivers, can I pick him up in the next waivers, or am I blocked?
No.
on that
So no
player?
one's blocked. The system will not let anyone bid. Well, sorry. You can, as soon as you drop a player, you can put in a waiver request on him. Anyone can, but the system will not process anyone's bid until it's been 24 hours past the next waiver period. So if you drop him now and you put a bid on him, he won't go in tomorrow's waiver. He'll go in the following day's waiver.
But I can still bid on him theoretically, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we went to daily waivers, there was, and then it allowed me to set up to where it locked a player. There was no more. You can't bid on a player, so you couldn't like drop him and then bid on him like a minute later and win him.
Okay. Yeah,
If you drop him, I will drop Aaron Rodgers and bid like $30 on him.
I'm
so.
aware. I'm aware. That's why I haven't done
Zach.
it yet, because I know someone else will figure it out.
Zach, would you trade Pickett for Sam Howell? Would you take that, Kyle?
Yes,
I like
because
Howell
of
more.
the contract years.
Yeah. I was high on Howell
I
at the
would
beginning.
do that. I would do that.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
my third quarterback.
Well, and that's the other thing. So I don't need Sam Howell because I have 4 startable quarterbacks. I mean, Derek Carr sucked this week, but I have 4 quarterbacks.
No. Just Derek Carr sucks. Stop. Period. Right there.
No, he doesn't.
He's got. Hey, listen. If you like Olave, you have to at least a little bit like Derek Carr,
Oh, I mean, as long as he hyper
support
targets
a wide
Olave, I'm
receiver.
happy.
and he's got Michael Thomas on the other side, and he's got Taysom Hill.
But Derek Carr does Derek Carr
He's got
things.
Shaheed.
Yeah,
Rashid Shaheed,
He does.
you got to be worried about.
He
Yeah,
looked
right.
good, too.
it's a good offense. It just didn't click this week.
Kyle, just don't sell low, please. Don't sell Howell low.
I
Just
would
and
take a
remember,
second
you can be
probably.
patient.
You're
Oh,
gonna hurt
I
my.
swear
You're gonna
to
hurt
God.
my feelings.
It's 1 year. What am
Don't-
I supposed? No one's gonna buy him at 1 year.
Are you
That's because
competing?
you were an idiot and put 1 year on it because you.
That's
drop
okay.
him.
I don't regret it.
Drop him,
I regret
Kyle.
it a tiny
Drop
bit,
him.
but
Drop him.
You
Drop him.
regret it.
I'd
Let's
probably
just
do it
say you
again.
regret it.
You don't
Yeah,
want
just,
him.
you know
it
what?
was
Just let him
because
go to
I drafted
RFA. If
If
you
you
want a
can't get
second
it-
for him,
that's true. That's a good point.
let him go to RFA and put a second round comp on him.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey,
You get your second.
please do that, Zach. Thank you for that advice. You
I've
are an
never
asshole,
used
but
the
that was
RFA
really
system.
great advice.
Are we still live?
Please
Put a
listen to
first
Zach.
line. Don't put a second on it.
Someone will pay. You wait. Are you
Yeah.
competing?
I don't know yet. I don't know because my team's
Hey,
just
just
fine, but it's not consistent.
simmer down with the selling him. He's a fun little start. He's all right.
I did the one wave of offers and that was it. So I'm just cruising right now.
You're waiting for an injury. That's what you need.
Yeah, exactly.
You need an injury, and then you'll get a first for him.
You'll get
Yeah.
a first. And then someone they can't tag him now. He has to go to RFA. Is that right,
No,
Zach?
so
I can
he could tag him, and he could tag him again and tag him again, but he can't go to RFA after he's been tagged.
Kyle, I'll trade you a second right now for Sam.
No, pass.
So, If
that
you
was
tag-
that was before week
You're
one.
not even interested in selling this
I'm
guy.
telling you,
It
that
was
was before
such a
week one. He
mean
scored
pass.
60 points.
And you're not going to start him every week because you're going to start Russell Wilson and Derek Carr.
No, I'll probably start Sam Howell next week, and then Derek Carr is going to pop off. That's how this works.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
That was
Actually-
such a bitch slap pass. You didn't have to do Pickle like that.
Threw it out to start.
Yeah, you were offering a
You
second.
had the opportunity, Pickle.
You just
listen to
spit
me.
in his mouth.
Yeah, that was before
Yeah,
Aaron
but
Rodgers.
it's like the stock
was-
market. Things go up and down.
I'll
You're
give you
right.
a second for Derek Carr.
I thought there was zero chance
Give you a
that Sam
24
Howell was
second
going to
for
be
Derek
good.
Carr. 24
You're
seconds.
gonna
I
take a
didn't.
24-second for Carr?
No, I think Carr is more valuable than Sam Howell with the contract situation.
Okay, well then give me Sam Howell for a second. I
No.
don't understand.
I'll take the.
What
first.
about Sam Howell for a 25 first?
I would do it.
Nah,
I would do it right now.
I'm not.
This is so fun.
I'm not doing that.
Oh my god!
I would
love it.
take Howell for 25.
I think I'm
first.
just gonna drop Aaron Rodgers in that league.
The strategy for me is
Oh.
I treat every first exactly the same because eventually it's going to be worth just as much.
Yeah, that is not Jason Williams' strategy. Jason
Yeah.
W has a
Or Adrian.
yeah. They're like,
Can't
oh,
believe I got our
27
first
first
for
is
DeAndre.
worthless right now. It's like a 24/7.
Yeah.
I'm going to end on this. Listen, Pickle's not wrong, but when I'm in 23, if I'm in year 22, okay, we're in the season of the 22 year, right? That's when we were talking about people taking 25 first when we haven't even had the 23 draft. That's when it's hard for me.
Yeah.
I don't value them very much. Now that we're in the season of 23, 24, right? That is 2 years away. That's much more valuable to me than 3 rookie drafts away. Anything within 2 rookie drafts, that's my thing. That's rule of thumb.
Okay.
Within 2 rookie drafts.
Kyle,
Yeah.
which of your 4 quarterbacks do you want to trade me?
I'll trade my left nut to you for a first.
I do need.
What
an
about your
extra
nut and
What was that?
I said I do need an extra nut.
hey, but a 25 first, I'd really think about that. Now, Pickle, I'd be careful in week 3
What
to
team are
give
you?
it up.
I'm the
But
Bears.
week 6,
I have
God,
2
Bears.
starting quarterbacks. I just need to have a backup. Like it could be anybody.
You don't need a
Yeah,
third
but-
quarterback. Stop
Yes,
thinking that
you
you
do.
have to have
Not
a third
yet.
quarterback.
You need a third quarterback.
No, you don't.
I'll
you,
do
do,
one
you
better.
should have a third
You should-
quarterback.
in 12 teams. You
A
should try
third
and get-
quarterback would be nice. Not everyone's going to have one. You don't need one. It's
You should
a
have
luxury.
one.
It's not a
You should have
necessity.
one. You should
I,
have
I
you're
would
right.
I would
Kyle,
happily
it'd be
trade you
4.
Sam Howell for Jordan Love. Who's got more points, huh? Wait, actually, no,
but-
it's Jordan Love. Never mind.
Yeah,
Jordan
I
has,
wouldn't say that.
has a 4-year contract too.
Yeah.
Hey
Yeah,
guys,
we'll figure
Jordan
something
Love
out. I'm
looks
gonna make
fun.
you sweat first.
Jordan Love is better than every quarterback on your roster.
I think Geno Smith's pretty good.
I mean,
Say
Jordan
Adrian,
Love's
here you
better
go.
than Joe Burrow right now.
Adrian.
Yeah, Jordan Love is leading the league in touchdowns.
Dude, Jordan Love
Really?
looks good.
He looks
The
great.
offense looks
Yeah.
good.
Hey,
He does kind of look
I'm
great.
ecstatic. I'm very happy
So-
as a Packers
You know what's
fan.
great
and who was
is
this teacher?
Yeah.
Who was
I
the teacher?
had so much
Aaron
trouble
Rodgers.
trying to trade Jordan
Right.
Love in 32. Nobody wanted him. Nobody
Oh.
wanted him
What,
I've
what,
been-
I got
when
him.
did you try to
I've
trade
been
him
in
though?
on Jordan Love for 2 years.
last week.
So you
Or
know
not last
who's
week,
gonna,
last year.
Oh,
you know
Oh
who's
yeah,
gonna
that's
reap-
why.
you
No
know
one
who's
knows
gonna
what Jordan
reap
Love
the
is.
benefits?
Jordan Love is. The
But
Packers have a way with quarterbacks. He's going to be there for 15 years. They're going to win 1 Super Bowl, and he's going to get 4 MVPs.
You guys probably don't track like the
Hmm.
NFC North chatter, but the Bears and the Vikings fans are so angry that Jordan
Oh,
Love is
yeah.
good.
Oh, they're
They're
ticked.
so mad.
Yeah.
It's
hilarious.
unfair.
when's the last
That's not
time?
right.
When's the last time the Packers had a bad quarterback?
We started Deshaun Kaiser that one
Or-
week, like a couple years ago.
No, I'm talking about
Okay.
an actual like season-long starting quarterback.
It was the guy before
97.
Brett Favre.
No,
it was 90,
92.
93 or 94.
Whoever was before.
Wasn't it
that.
92? Didn't you guys get him in 93?
Wasn't it the guy that's an announcer right now or a commentator?
Bart Starr.
Jaworski.
Don Magic Majkowski, who was also decent, but he had a career-ending injury.
Oh, so him and Nick.
Because didn't
Chubb
you trade for Favre in 90?
I guess it was 92.
Yeah,
the
92. Because he was
Falcons.
drafted in 91.
Okay, I was 1 year old when we got Brett Favre, so here we are.
I swear to God, if Love
Not a
is
coincidence.
anywhere near a Rodgers, it's unfair. But
Even if it's
Good for
half
you
of
guys.
Rodgers,
I
we
mean,
have a good defense in theory.
Just wait for Zach
Mhm.
Wilson. Wait for Zach Wilson.
32
Calling
years
it.
since the
Oh,
last time
Adrian,
you had
I'm
a
with
bad
you, bro.
quarterback.
I wish.
32 years. But you
Yeah.
only have 2 Super Bowls.
I actually,
How does that
so,
feel?
this is
it
really
still
mixed.
great to be a Packers fan?
It's not
Packers
as
fans
fun as
love
everyone thinks it
themselves.
is,
Packer
but it's
fans
more
love
fun than being a
themselves.
fan of most other teams.
That's very true.
Anybody else?
I know
fans?
what you're saying. You're saying the Raiders, and I'm pretty bummed.
Yeah, well, I
You
didn't want to
say
say it
that.
out loud. I'll let you say it first.
Well, pre-Mahomes Chiefs,
No.
well, even pre-Alex Smith Chiefs.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, the Chiefs were
Rough?
bad for quite a stretch there.
Oh, it was so rough.
But listen,
Oh,
trade,
I wish I
trade
was Zach's
30 years
friend
of
then.
bad Chiefs for Patrick Mahomes. I'll tell you what.
Amen. Yes, you would. I would. I would love him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You gotta
got
get rid
Jordan
of
Love
Josh
in 32
McDaniels.
now. Got him from James.
What
You must
about
have
a
traded him to
24
James, huh?
second and a 25 second?
I have to think about that one. I have to.
Hey, Kyle's one of the most fun to trade with. He will either
Yeah,
spit
Adrian
right in your
and
mouth.
Jason, they're
When he
very sad. They're in a
responds,
different.
sometimes
conference.
it takes forever for him to respond.
I do have a bad habit of
Um,
not responding when I'm not sure what to say. Because it happens
That's
with
when
like
you just.
really.
That's when you.
Gotta look at and see, Kyle. Have we ever even?
That's when you have. That's when you text him,
I don't know.
and then you send him an
Oh.
email, and then you Discord tag
wait,
him.
wait, have you sent me emails? I've never gotten an email from you.
No.
Okay.
No, but I text you. I text message you.
I don't think you and I are in any of the same conferences, Kyle. I think it's the first time we're in the same conference.
GA is. Yeah.
I
we're
didn't
on
know
opposite
Kyle
sides
just
of
when
it.
you think you got him.
Until this podcast.
I didn't even know Kyle.
Yeah.
I thought it was Peter.
I'm
Dinklage at
honestly
first.
surprised you
Why?
didn't do like a meme and literally put your chair there
That would have been pretty good.
and been off screen just talking.
Or
the
wear
whole
like a
time.
paper bag.
Well,
ending
because
this bitch.
everyone was joking that you're always a ghost
What'd you
because
say?
Everyone have a.
no one's ever seen you or
everyone-
anything.
You guys can keep talking. Don't hang up. Everyone else, have a great evening. Much love to you. Enjoy Discord chat. We'll talk to you later. Peace.